Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to what's in my toddler's changing bag. So in this video I'm going to show you what is in my 2-year-old's changing bag. Technically it's my bag. Basically there's still a lot of things that we need to take out with us, and I find these types of videos really interesting and a bit nosy really, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy seeing what is in my bag. So obviously there are a few variables, so I'm not saying this is what I take out everywhere with me. It kind of depends what I'm doing, but I'll explain that as I go through. But this is kind of a picture of what I would take out kind of when I'm on a day out with Arthur, maybe by myself. I won't have the pram because it's too difficult to manage pushing a pram and then having Arthur running around. So yeah, everything needs to be on my back. So yes, let's get straight into it. So firstly, please don't judge my changing bag. I don't even know if you can tell, but it is a little bit grubby now. I had it as a Christmas present about a year and a half ago, but yeah, it's looking a bit worse for wear. Also, I should just say, excuse what I look like because it's a very hot day, so I'm coming to you with no makeup on, so yeah. Anyway, so this changing bag, or it's not actually a changing bag, this is actually just a backpack. It's a Kathakistan one. It's probably about the same size as the changing bag that I had when Arthur was a baby. It could do with being slightly bigger though, so I think when I do replace it, I'll be looking for a slightly bigger bag. But anyway, yeah, it's fine. It's got a few different pockets, so it's been quite useful. So starting off with the front pocket here, so because it's kind of easy access really, so I always keep my wipes in here, so when I have my changing bag on my back I can just easily reach around and get the wipes out. So yeah, pack of wipes. We just buy our wipes from wherever really. We used to use water wipes, but they're just pretty expensive now, so we kind of tend to use shop's own make. The sensitive ones, you know, fragrance free and as, you know, as pure as we can do. So we get those. I never take a full pack out because it's just too heavy. If I'm going out with Matt as well, who's my husband, and Arthur, and we've got the pram and we've basically got kind of like loads of space, you know, it doesn't matter what I take, and I won't be wearing the bag on my back, then I might take out a fuller pack. But yeah, I just take out like half a pack, so I might take some wipes out if I've not got one already that's been open, or sometimes I do decant some wet wipes into like a Ziploc bag, so that's quite easy as well. So they're in the front. And then I also keep one of these, which I don't know if I've ever really talked about before, but it's kind of these mats, which they're disposable, but you know, you can use them a few times if they're good. So yeah, they look like that inside. And again, because this bag is on my back and I just need to travel light, it's very light and it folds up quite nice and small as well. To be honest with you, I don't always take out the proper changing mat anyway. Nowadays, sometimes I will just take out this, but again, if I've got the space, then I might put the other one in here as well, but that's really handy. I did buy these probably from Amazon. I think I got them, I don't know if I was still pregnant or if it was when he had not long been born, but I still actually have some left because there was quite a lot that came. But yeah, at one point I will replace them when they run out. I also sometimes keep a nappy in here as well, so it just means that when I go to change Arthur when I'm out, like everything I need is in this one pocket. I don't have to like dig deep to find a nappy in here. So yeah, it's quite handy having it in there, and I did that the same with his baby changing bag too. And then in the side pockets, at the moment, because it's summer, I've just got some sun cream. So we use Badger for Arthur, which is really good because there's literally about like 4 or 5 ingredients in there, which is brilliant. Or another make we've been using recently, like I think it's called, is it Alba Botanica, I think? That's really good. I've been using that one as well myself. I've also just got some hand gel in there too. And then when it's me and I'm out, I'll have a bottle of water in the other side, again because I can just about like reach round and get it out. Otherwise it's just empty. And yeah, if I'm going out and I've got lunch, then that will all be in here. But if we're going out the weekend with Matt, then we'll have like a separate bag for food and things like that. So coming on to the main compartment now, so everything is just kind of in here really. I try my best to make it quite tidy and organised. I'll be honest with you, it's not that much at the moment because this is when it's been used. So what I would do like the night before, maybe the morning, is obviously just like pack it neatly, but I haven't had a chance to do it before the video, so I'm just going to dig in and see what comes out first. So I do still take out a spare change of clothes with me. I don't know if this is something that everyone does, but you know, sometimes it is needed, and especially, I mean, at the moment, you know, if I know it's definitely going to be hot, then I'll just take out some more shorts and t-shirts. But you know, sometimes we get those days where like it starts off hot but it might rain later, or it could turn cold, so sometimes he might be wearing shorts and I might need to take out trousers. So I do kind of do that, you know, maybe like a cardigan or a jacket. But even so, I always take out a change of clothes, because you never know, I mean, it's never actually happened where he's got so muddy that I've had to change it, but potentially it could happen, so that's useful. But also sometimes, you know, they might get a leaky nappy, you know, they might have a bad tummy or something, so it's definitely useful. And I'll just take a t-shirt as well. I mean, they're pretty light and small, so they fold up okay. If, for example, though, if I was just going to, say, somewhere for the morning, so sometimes I go to like a little farm by me, I might be there like 1 to 2 hours, so, and the car park is easily accessible, so I'll just kind of I'll probably take in my bag still, because I may as well, and I'll take like a nappy and wipes and sun cream and stuff like that. But I might just leave the clothes in the car, you know, if I think it's going to be too heavy, or I might even just be able to like stuff a nappy and wipes in my handbag or something, and then like I'll leave clothes and things like that in the car if I can get to it easily. But otherwise, yeah, they are in the bag too. So obviously not forgetting nappies themselves. So I actually just about managed to stuff some in this little like Peter Rabbit, I think it's a toiletry bag. I've had this for ages, like literally for years and years. It works quite well because Arthur likes Peter Rabbit, so it's quite cute to have it. But yeah, I just put some nappies in here, and I usually kind of take, I would say like 3 or 4 for a day, and that usually does us fine, because obviously you change it in the morning, he might have another change before we leave the house anyway, so I kind of find that number is absolutely fine. I do also have a couple spare in the car just in case, so yeah, I just have them there. We have a make called Bamboo. They're free from chlorine or bleach. Yeah, they're just like quite good for sort of sensitive skin really. And then also in here I do actually have some nappy bags. I very rarely use them. We've actually still got the box we bought that, you know, when I was pregnant, so before he was even born. But my mum did find some for me in a charity shop, like an unopened box, so she got them. I think, what make are they? I think they're called, you know, the Eco Buy, is it Natty or Nati? I think is that make. They're like biodegradable, so that's good, obviously that is better. But yeah, it's just, obviously they take up no room, they're no weight, but it's just useful to have. Again, if you have like a not very pleasant nappy, you've got the bags, or even like wet clothes and stuff, yeah, it's just useful to have them. Another variable that I just want to say is, for example, if I'm going to, maybe I'm just like pop into the local supermarket or something, so I'll probably like I'll take this bag anyway, you know, I'll just like pick it up because I know that it's got everything that I'll need in there anyway, but I'll just like leave it in the car, and then in the actual shop Arthur might be in the trolley or in the pram, and then I'll just take out, you know, like water and some snacks and maybe some wipes, but that's it. And I'll just like leave everything in the car, because if he needed his nappy change, then I'll just go back to the car and do it. So yeah, so there's a few different variables. Like I said, if there's a day when I'm going out by myself and it's like maybe to the zoo and I won't get to the car, everything will be in here. Or if I'm going out for the morning, then it'll be like a pared down version. The weekend, and then we've got like pram and mats there as well, then I've got like loads of space, and we'll have a different bag for food. And then yeah, if I'm going somewhere just like quickly, then I probably won't take this with me. As I said, I'll be in the car or something. So yeah, I don't know, you may think I take a lot or not. Anyway, you'll have to let me know. I haven't finished yet. Also, clothing wise, I always take a spare pair of socks. Sometimes I even have 2 in here. If we sit down for like to eat our lunch, he'll often like run around, his shoes are off and his feet might get wet, get dirty, so it's just useful, I find, to have a spare pair of socks. At the moment, as I say, it's summer, so we do have a hat. Not that he wears it very often, it's a bit of a trick to like keep it on, he'll just take it off. But this one is from H&M, and it does actually protect from the sun as well, which is really good. It's got that bit at the back, and obviously the peak there, so that's really good. I do have in here actually some shoes because Arthur, sometimes basically in general, he prefers wearing what we call his like normal shoes, which are just filled in. As I say, it's the summer, so sometimes he will wear these, but sometimes he doesn't. They're just sandals, I don't know if you can see, from H&M. I mean, he has worn them a few times, but yeah, sometimes he doesn't. again, if I've got the space, then I might take both pairs, because I just think it's better when it's really hot. You don't really want to be in full-on socks and shoes. Your feet are going to get very hot. So yeah, sometimes I just take these with me anyway. So I have actually got those in there at the moment. Also got a little pack of tissues. Actually, there's probably about like 2 left in there, but yeah, they're in there. I also have, which isn't always in here, it's only when I'm organised and going somewhere where I think I'll need it, is this little bag, and you can get these anywhere. You know, it's like, you pull it out, I wouldn't do it, it's like a little pouch, but like in there is a reusable like shopping bag. It's quite big, but it is quite useful, because often I go to a shop or something and I forget to bring a bag with me, but if I remember, I have got this as well, so I might actually put this in my handbag. But yeah, so that is in there too. So I think all that's left in this bag to show you now is kind of things to entertain Arthur, really. I don't really need to bring much with me. In the car itself, I've got loads of books anyway, toys, there's always stuff in the car, so I know whenever I go out I don't need to like think about what to bring with me. But I do just put a couple of things in my bag. For example, sometimes when, well, quite often actually, when he has his nap and he'll be feeding on me, he will often ask for a book he wants to read. But other than that, I probably don't need to take much, because we don't go to like restaurants or anything. Sometimes we have used the cafe restaurant at the zoo, so I've brought some things with me like crayons and things, but yeah, I'll show you. So as I say, books, so I've just got a couple here. They're quite small, they're quite light, which as I say is important, so I'll just make sure that I bring these out with me, because I think also when it's time to like sit down and get him to sleep, he might have been, you know, running around or whatever, so it's kind of nice to bring these to kind of like calm him down a bit. And as I say, he might ask for them as well. So yeah, I've just got to make sure that I've got some books with me. And in this little bag, I think this came from Home Bargains or something, but I really love it. It's like a little beaded elephant on there. I've just like stuffed in there some stickers. There's a little like colouring book, and there's some crayons as well, and that's just useful. I mean, he loves stickers and he loves crayons, so it's just useful to like keep all in. It's a bit like stuffed in there. I don't even know if that zips up, but yeah, it's something in there, so there's like a couple of things to entertain him. And then randomly I have this little car in there, which is absolutely tiny, so also I wouldn't give this to him in the car because it's really, really small. But yeah, it's just in there obviously, so I've just left it in there. And then sometimes he does quite like this one, and sometimes he'll play with this in the car. It's like a fidget popper, but also like this bit spins around too. I actually got this from Primark, and it was a few months ago, back in the spring, March I think, or April, and there were a few, and I kind of wish that I bought more because it was really cheap. If you look online, even on eBay, these are, you know, ones like this are like £4 or £5, whereas this was, I want to say like £1.50 or something. But yeah, he really, really likes it. It's like an octopus, even though it's got 6 legs type thing. But yeah, he really loves that, so that is sometimes in there, not always, but yeah, I've got that too. I've also got a ball in here, and this has kind of been at the bottom of my bag for ages, really. It's lost its squeak, which is, oh no, it's still squeaking a bit. I was going to say, sometimes when we take, because I swapped it, we had another one in here, and it was a very, very squeaky one, and it was quite loud. It's probably not ideal if you are around dogs, because they'll then think it's their ball. But yeah, it's just useful, like, you know, if we go out and maybe he needs to burn off some energy, or we want to keep him, like, you know, from running off too far, then we'll just get out the ball. We might take bubbles or something. I think we've got bubbles in the car, so I think that's everything. So as I said, I wouldn't necessarily take, you know, all of that, but that has just been in there. All those things don't really take up much room or weight, so that is in there. And then also what I wanted to show you was this, and sometimes this will go in my handbag. I don't always take this. Again, it depends where I'm going, what I'm doing, but if I'm going somewhere and I know I'll be taking a lot of photos and it's quite a long day, I'll be taking this. So this is basically, you charge it up and it will charge your phone. So this one is for iPhones specifically, but you can obviously get ones that like suit every phone, I think. It's from Amazon, and yeah, obviously if I run out of battery, which I sometimes do, or I'm running a bit low, then I can just plug this in, especially if I've gone somewhere new and I do need to put Google Maps on my phone and like put the sat nav on. This is really helpful. So sometimes this will go in my handbag. And then also in my handbag, I will take like my sunglasses. I'll just put those in there, and Arthur's too, and obviously my purse and my phone and keys, things like that. If I'm going out by myself, and we pretty much always have lunch sat down on grass somewhere, what I will do, because it's very difficult, so also I've got this on my bag, I've got like a little handbag as well, I've got Arthur, so I kind of need my hands free, which you'll understand, I'm sure. So what I will do, I usually tie on like here, so it's kind of like dangling by my hip somewhere. I've got this, it's kind of like a blanket, but it's not as cumbersome as a picnic blanket. It's a bit thicker than a sarong. I don't really know what it is, but it acts basically, you can just sit on it and have lunch like that. If I go, Matt will just take picnic blankets. They do have like straps, and you think you'd be able to like attach it somewhere, but it just doesn't work. This has got a popper, so I've tried to like attach it, but it just comes undone. So yeah, I just put that like a lightweight blanket thing, tie it around here, and that kind of works okay. And then, as I kind of made reference to, the only other thing that I will take out in my bag is my lunch and Arthur's, of course, and I'll just stuff it in. So when I go to the zoo, for example, this bag is literally like stuffed to the brim, hence why one of the straps is coming off a bit, and the zip's a bit broken, because it really is like packed, but I do need it. And like I said, I do try to travel lightly by having that, like this as the changing mat, and you know, I try not to take too much, but I kind of feel that I do need it all. There's nothing in there that I can say, oh, I can take out. Yeah, I'll basically need it all, and it's just in case, like the change of clothes, I might not need it, but sometimes I have needed it, so I wouldn't go out without it in there. So anyway, yes, that is everything that I have packed in my toddler changing bag. As I say, it does depend where we're going, what we're doing, if I'm by myself or if I'm with Matt and we've got the pram, or you know, if I'm just going to a shop, or if I'm going somewhere for a morning or the full day. It does vary, but let me know if there's anything else that you take that I don't. Some people, I'm sure, will be watching this and thinking that they just literally take a nappy and wipes or something, you know, which is fair enough, each to their own. But yeah, that is what is in my toddler's changing bag. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy watching mum life type videos and motherhood content here on YouTube. And if there are any other video requests, then do let me know in the comments below. I always love to hear from you and hear what you want to see really on my channel. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye everyone!